and welcome back to Time Plays Zero Escape 9 Hours, 9 Persons, 9 Doors. In the last episode, we learned that Seven was a police officer, and that this is a ship that had kids kidnapped onto it. Could it be this bed? Is his memory backwards? Bed looks even sadder without the pillow. So, it's still a terrible bed. I'd never sleep on a bed like that. So there's not going to be a hole under one of the... No, there could very well still be a hole. I just needed to actually look under it. That's barely enough to see Levi. I feel like I'm going to see it go... Look under the bed. Oh, well. If you're not going to look under the bed, then I don't know what I'm doing. Can I... Oh, what? What do I do? Sun, moon. This was sun, this was moon. E is 14. Sun. I am... I already took the drawer out of the desk. You put the drawer into a different desk and something came out. Why not try it here? You never know if you don't go. What am I supposed to do with this towel? Looks like the water bubbled out through the screen that pushed out the tile. The drawing in the mirror looks just like the design on the towel. You're not wrong, Seven. And the design on the towel has a river and a spring, right? The picture on this mirror is a spring, and it's talking about the water in the sink. The picture... Maybe it's for privacy. So it's trying to show water flowing from the river and gathering in the spring? What are you going on about? Maybe you ought to explain. Forget about the puzzle. Forget about the puzzle we already solved. We need to look for new ones. I don't know what to do with this towel. The drawing in the mirror is just like part of the image on the towel. The towel has a river and a spring, is it? The mirror has a river on it. If it's indicating the sink, then simple as telling us to make the water flow on. What am I supposed to do with this towel? Okay. They basically told me to get more tiles, and I don't know what to do with the towel. And I don't know where I would use the drawer. There's nothing in the drawer. Okay. Can I do anything with this? Emergence, huh? I'll take that as a no. I am completely lost for what to do. Here's hanging at the same height as the one on the light. Oh yeah, we can probably use this mirror to reflect the light. What do you mean? Now I just gotta figure out where to reflect the light. Maybe if I go somewhere that's a little easier to shine light on. When I shine light on the mirror in the back. What? Did I not look at this? I didn't look at the drawer. Okay. That's the issue we had. Is that a number? So if I shine a light on the mirror, on this mirror, then I get some numbers. That's some shenanigans though. If you had it at a different height and angle, they would shine somewhere else. You can see a 4 on the left and a 7 on the right. 4 and 7. So if I shine the light on this mirror in the back, I get it. If I shine the light on the mirror, these on a mirror symbols appear. Sun, moon, puny star. Left side has a sun and the right side has a moon. I'm gonna remember this. Okay, it's nice to see the sink lit up, I guess, but all it shows me is the pipe. It's nothing special. You can see the partition over there. It's pointless to examine it. Yeah, you know, that would have been helpful, huh? Towel has a river and a spring on it. I don't think I'll need it here. There's a mirror. Yeah. Okay. What am I doing though? 4, 7, sun, moon. Emergence, huh? Not very helpful, not very helpful, not very helpful. What am I supposed to do with numbers 4 and 7? It's just like the sun symbol we saw in the dark room. Yeah, that's right. There's some kind of number hint there too, right? You think maybe the number was how many times? No, that's gotta be how many times we flushed. 4, 7? Wait, what was the height of the 4? That's to disambiguate whether it's a reflection or a... The floor's on the top. Okay, so it is 4 for sun and 7 for moon. If it is actually flushing. The only thing you can manipulate in the room is the string. Chances are they made this puzzle so someone wouldn't trigger it by accident. Guess I should keep pulling on this thing then. Alright, here goes. Second pull. Third pull. Fourth pull. Did you hear something? I did, but it sounds like but it doesn't look like anything happened here. I wonder what that sound was. This is what the moon symbol was pointing to, huh? They probably made it so that someone wouldn't trigger it by accident. If that's the case. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's that sound again. It happens whenever I pull that string a couple times. Junpei, did you hear something from the other room? The other room? You mean from the dark room? Check the drawer, check the drawer, check the drawer. Well, this drawer opens easily enough. Are they all identical? There were 2 tiles in there. You can't. Okay, that's a little jank. Are they all identical? Yeah, they're all identical. There's a bunch of weird lines on this thing. I don't get this. I don't think I can figure this one out on my own. They're offering help. Okay, well it looks like we've investigated all the rooms. The only mystery left is that door. Alright, let's crack that mystery then. We've got 4 tiles. There's a bunch of tiles that are the same size on the wall here. So if we replace 4 of the tiles on the wall, there's, with the ones we've got, that should open the door. Well, there's only one way to find out. E. E. Really? It's that easy? Why is it that easy? That was way too easy. Does that mean we got it right? Yeah, looks like we did. The 14 hidden on the tile. If you convert that to hexadecimal, it's an E. Basically, the E's in emergency are the 14s from the tiles. So if we replace it, that gives up the answer. Do you really care why it worked? Let's just get out of here. There were 14s? Oh. They're sideways, I understand. Yes! Let's go! You found it. Ah.
Oh, what the hell is this place?
Ugh, this room is really creepy.
I think we ought to get the hell out of here now. Figures.
It's locked, isn't it?
Yep. Don't know why I thought this would be any different.
So, what is this room for, anyway?
Emergence.
Well, there's a chair in the center of the room.
Oh. Not emergence.
Looks uncomfortable to say the least. I'd rather not sit in it if I can avoid it.
You should sit in it, Lotus. It will be safe, I promise.
Looks like it's placed over some kind of glass panel. Too dark to look through it, though.
This isn't dried blood on the tablecloth, is it?
It probably is.
Oh, what the hell is this? What are these tools for?
That's not something I even want to think about.
No doubt about it. This room's dangerous. Let's make our search quick so we can solve the puzzle and get the hell out of here. Come on.
Junpei's eyes. Okay. I'm not gonna get lost in this room. Well, I guess we can't force this one open. Figures. If it was that easy, we wouldn't be having this tough of a time. Well, it isn't. So why don't we have our tough time of it and figure out the way to open this door? Okay. That means this is a useless door that leads back. Of course the entrance is... Wait, how did the entrance lock? Been like that in every room we've been in. What did you expect? There's no point in trying to go back. Let's think about what they did. It's not been like that in every room. People usually tell me, oh, don't go back. It's pointless. Bunch of pipes up near the ceiling. I don't think there's going to be a puzzle up there. At least I hope not. We can't even reach them. Thought there was a hole here, but I guess it's got a cover over it. You aren't gonna be able to get that off. It's bolted there pretty good. Maybe there's something around here we can use to get that thing off of there. Can you see anything in there? If you can't see anything, I don't think we needed to bother with trying to open it. It's too dark to see anything. Huh? Did I see something shiny in there? With your night vision, check the tank, it's connected to the pipes. It's like it's supposed to split a pipe or something, you know? This one's just connected to a pair of pipes. Could have done the same thing with more pipe. doesn't really seem like they need it here. I wonder if there's a reason for it, like the shiny thing I saw in there earlier. Stairs going up to the exit. Thanks, Lotus. Let's get this done with. Wrench. Number of rusty torture tools are lined up here. I don't think there's anything else we need. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. Cover's bolted on here pretty good. Should be able to get those bolts off the wrench we just found, though. Sweet, it's open. I can't even see the... Oh, well, whatever. The hole's too small. You can't see in, even with the cover on. Well, you can see in, but I think there's enough room to stick your arm in. Are you sure? Are you sure you want to do that? Have you not seen the movie Saw? Or Saw 2? Or Saw 3? I have no idea which Saw it is. Just don't stick your arms in things. Could be something dangerous in there. Okay. Okay, I admit that it scares me a little, but I think we need to see if there's something useful. Dude, you do it 7? Alright, here we go. Arm in the hole. Hey, I think I can feel something. Small, cold, and hard. Doesn't feel like there's anything else in here. What was the sound of breaking glass? Oh. Sun, moon, puny star. If you do the math. Wait. Mercury led to the 2 door though. So Sun is gonna lead to the 1 door and they don't have a Pluto. Darn it. I was marking 0 down as Sun. I'm disappointed now. I could have figured that out much earlier if I was actually paying attention. Something on the screen. This device will conduct the experiment. Once the experiment has been completed, the door will unlock. First, adjust the switches to match the blocks in the sample above. Huh? I don't know what this thing is, but we gotta figure out those puzzles. It wasn't his voice. It's right next to a torture chair. Whatever it is, I don't think it's good. Anyway, we just adjust the switches to match the blocks up on top, right? You adjust the switches shown at the 4 corners of the screen, then press the check button. Junpei, we don't know what this thing does. You can always come back to it later. There are lots of other things you could do. 2, 4, 8, 16. There's only 16 possibilities. It's far too easy to brute force this. Whenever you turn on one of those switches, more blocks show up on this. You have to press in order to get the screen to match. What diagram? Yeah, but it's hard to figure out what button does what. I want to see how many blocks each switch adds. Just turn on one switch, and all of them are off. There aren't any blocks, right? You can see them. Shh. Don't give me hints. Was I actually able to do that already? Is there supposed to be a diagram? Don't you dare give me a hint again. No. Shh, 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 shh. Where is there a diagram? Sun key. What? There's a keyhole in the manacle? Oh, whatever. Alright, Sun key, in you go. And yes. Great, they're open. I don't think we're gonna need the Sun key again in here though. Just seems unlikely. Alright, Sun key, you've done your job. To my pocket you go! Well, they're open. What are you gonna do now? Let's just look around some more. I got a feeling that something will happen. Alright. We should try and figure out what the device over in the corner is. This corner? This corner? What's wrong, Junpei? What are you doing on the floor? Well, I thought maybe if I got down here I could see through the glass. It's not working though. You don't think it's just a large sheet of glass they put on top, put into an indentation? Oh no, I mean, why would they do that? And the placement of the chair. You're not even making sense, Junpei. What's your point? Well, I'm not sure, but I don't think there's something. Don't you think there's something under the glass? Maybe the glass is one way, like the... no, that's stupid. Maybe it's just covered with something that makes it opaque. Now it doesn't matter how close I get, I still can't see anything. Echoes when I walk on it, though. I wonder if it's hollow. All of the dials are pointing in different directions. Maybe something will happen if we turn them. Ah, shoot. They're all rusted. Guess turning them doesn't really do anything. The needles on the gauges is at 0. Doesn't look like it's gonna move. These levers have got to turn on something. Of course they would. All they can do is turn something on or off. What's important is that they... What's important is what they turn on or off. Don't say the floor is gonna suddenly open up. Red, yellow. Think the color matches anything? Means anything? No idea. I mean, red looks more dangerous, but other than that. The bottom of this one looks like it's covered in rust. I don't think it'll move at all. I can see some oil or something down there at the base of the lever. Yeah, it feels like it's got some movement to it. I should be able to pull this one. Alright, let's pull the lever. Is that water? What in tarnation? What's going on? Please calm down. It's just water going somewhere. Sounds like it's underneath us. That means the floor... Oh! Junpei, look! What? Oh! I can see through the glass now. Oh, I love this radioactive... Oh... There's a couple of letters in the color of blood written on the shark's belly. Uh-huh. 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 It's dead, Jim. Looks like the letters are E, D, B, and F. E, D, B, F. Whatever these are for has to be in this room somewhere. 14, 15, 13, 11. 14, 13, 11, 15. 14, 13, 11, 15, 14, 13, 11. Oh. EDBF. There are a bunch of buttons here with the letters A through F on them. Let's push some of them. There we go. So if I press it again, back you come. Guess these buttons switch something on or off when you push them. What? There's a strange noise coming from the chair. Looks like it's been turned on. I guess the puzzle here was that the power had to be sent in a specific way. There are a ton of knobs here. Doesn't really seem like they do anything. Do you think it's broken? Probably shouldn't. Where's the diagram? I don't understand what this puzzle was trying to get me to understand. There's a lot of cables coming out of this thing. It's really kind of a mess. I can barely tell which is which. Just the switches to match the blocks. Check and button. Oh, do I just need to have it be the same number? But, wait, what? Oh, that's one less, okay. How am I... This is one less. This is only one less. What diagram am I supposed to be matching? Honestly. Okay. This is one less on top than on the bottom, right? There are 5 on top, there are 6 on the bottom. This is one less on top than on the bottom. But together, okay. I'm just doing math wrong. Okay. What diagram am I supposed to be matching? Two, three, four. 2, 3, 4. There's 5 more on top. Wait. There's always more on the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But they can never be the same on top and bottom. This has 5 more on top than on bottom. But this has 1 more on bottom. This has 1 more on bottom. This has 2 more on bottom. Everything added together is still has too much on the bottom, but these This is the only one that has more on top. I have no clue how to do this, but it's not the way I think it is, because this one doesn't. You can't make it even on top and bottom. I know it's. Do I need to make? Well, you can't do that either. You can't. You can't. What? How is this a hint? Where am I supposed to get this information from? Either way, this is the correct solution, but how was I supposed to... Why is it called a hint? Where do I find this diagram that they were all talking about? Alright, I just need to do 4 addition problems here. If I turn on a single switch and count its blocks, do that for every switch, it's super easy. Where was the diagram that was supposed to tell me how to do... I don't know. Adjust the switches to match the blocks. Adjust the switches to match the blocks on top. What does this mean? I don't understand. I'm gonna have to look up what it's supposed to be later. I don't know. Adjustment is completed. What is my port stuck on? Now proceeding to execution phase. To complete the experiment, data must be collected from subject. Once preparation is finished, place subject in chair. Whoa, I thought we solved the puzzle already. What does it mean by preparation? I don't know. I've got a bad feeling about this, though. I think this means one of us has to sit in the chair. Well, 7's never going to fit in that thing. It's either you or me, Junpei, and I said I'd never sit in that chair. So I think it's gonna be you. Collecting data. I wonder if it's going to run electricity through the subject. There's a human head on the screen. Maybe it's gonna zap the brain with a little electricity. That really doesn't sound safe. Anyway, we've still got to prepare. We can talk about this after we've figured out what it means by preparation, alright? Well, it wants us to prepare, so maybe we ought to ask it what we need to do. The restraining device is unlocked. Please seat subject in device.
Well, like we thought, it's not going to work unless someone sits in it.
Oh. Well, this sucks.
How ironic that this would be the situation in which this slim, beautiful body is useful.
What?
Lotus, are you sure? I can sit in it and you can solve.
Junpei's right. If we screw it up...
Oh. You think she's gonna go and swim with the dead shark?
I'll be fine. Even if I fall in, the shark is already dead.
But...
No one likes an indecisive man, Junpei. I can still give you advice from the chair too, you know. I just don't want to stay in this room any longer than we have to. Go over to that screen and let's get this over with. Look, do you think you could do me one last favor?
Don't say last.
You're making me nervous.
Just listen. If something happens to me, I want you to tell my daughters.
Daughters, plural.
Tell them that I loved them very much.
How am I supposed to find them? I don't know your name. I don't know anything about you. Whatever.
No. Tell them that I will always love them.
Daughters?
You've got kids?
Yes, I do. I suppose they're about your age, Junpei.
You don't look that... Oh, whatever.
They're twins. I had them when I was young after... well, some things happened. Their names are Nona and...
Oh, it's a party.
Wait!
Double wait. Nona was kidnapped.
Nona?
Aoi, Light, and Nona. Those were their names. Well, some of them. The kids that were in the experiment.
But what the hell? What's wrong with you?
Oh. No way. It couldn't. Lotus, is your last name Kashiwabara?
How do you know that?
Are you serious? There's no way you're that kid's mom.
Oh, what did I miss?
That kid? Wait, what do you mean that kid? Why are you acting like you've met her?
I have.
What?
Yeah, I met one of your kids.
When?
9 years ago.
Where?
On this ship.
Why were you...
It's not a short story.
Look, I don't care how long it is. Tell me, please, what happened here?
Fine, I'll tell you. But... And then... that was when... From there, it looked like... just as if, finally... That's all I remember from 9 years ago.
Oh my God. Everything I've been looking for the last 9 years. The person who had all the answers was right here.
Looking for?
Yes, that's right. 9 years ago, my daughters disappeared.
Well, you asked us to find your missing daughters and tell them that you will always love them without giving us any information about you. You just are like, yeah, go find someone named Nona. Tell them that Lotus loves them always and forever. Yep.
Then 9 days later, they came back.
What? Okay.
They never told me what happened to them over those 9 days. I took them to the doctor, but I was told they hadn't been hurt in any way. Still, I was sure that they had been through something terrible. So I couldn't bring myself to force them to talk about it. If I did, then I'd force them to relive whatever horrors they'd been through. I didn't have any choice. I had to try and ignore it and move on.
Oh.
A few months passed. Gradually, they started to act like they always had, before they disappeared. They smiled and made jokes and did all the silly things kids do. It got harder and harder for me to ask them about what happened. How could I ask them to remember that? Eventually, I knew there was no way I could do it. But I'm still a mother. I couldn't simply forget that something terrible had happened to my children. So I decided I would investigate what happened on my own. I would find out what happened during those 9 missing days.
Lots of nines.
What did you find out?
Nothing. The police pretended to be concerned, but they didn't do anything. Once the 16 children who'd gone missing came back, things were just... Even the media didn't talk about what had happened. I figured someone was probably paying or threatening them to keep their mouths shut.
Cradle Pharmaceuticals. No, probably something even bigger than that.
Cradle Pharmaceuticals.
Have you heard of them before?
No. It's the first time I've ever heard that name. 7. How did you find out that Cradle Pharmaceuticals was connected to the kidnappings in the first place?
I figured finding out whatever the victims had in common would lead me to the culprit. That's what any good cop does.
True enough, yeah.
What did they have in common?
Every single one of the kids who disappeared had gone to this one hospital at some point. The hospital was one of a bunch that were under the control of Cradle Pharmaceuticals. After that, it was just about connecting the dots.
The hospital.
The hospital.
And for a while, I was trying to get some kind of information out of the kids at the hospital. One of them told a weird story.
What was it?
Have you heard about the Gansfeld experiment?
I'm very certain Lotus has.
I guess all these kids had to go through it while they were at the hospital. I think it was passed off as some sort of counseling.
What did you call it again?
Oh, the Gansfeld experiment. This is how it's set up. First, subjects Q and A are put into separate rooms, far away from one another.
No, that's the thing Clover was talking about, I think.
Then a series of video images are shown to subject Q, who is told to send the images to subject A by thinking about them. Subject A, on the other hand, is put in a large reclining chair and given a blindfold. With their senses cut off, A is asked to guess what images Q is looking at.
Oh, yes, I've heard of that. It's a famous telepathy experiment, isn't it?
Telepathy. That's how the experiment on this ship was supposed to work.
The experiment to control people, right?
Yeah. I don't know if any of the telepathy stuff really exists, but maybe someone from Cradle Pharmaceuticals bought into it.
Even if that is the case, I still don't get how that has anything to do with any of this. The notary game, Zero, why we were kidnapped. What does any of that have to do with telepathy? I know I brought all this up, but I have no idea. Maybe none of this stuff is connected after all.
This stuff's gotta be connected.
No subject has been detected. Unless a subject is detected within 60 seconds, all power will be shut down. System recovery is estimated to take 1 hour. If you wish to proceed with the experiment, please seat subject in the restraining device.
Whoa, that doesn't sound good.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going.
No, it should be something.
Oh, no, that's not what we...
Just hurry up and get it over with. Junpei, I'm counting on you.
Right. Lotus, please, tell me right away if you feel anything weird.
You worry too much. Now get on with it and be a man, or June's gonna leave you.
Lotus. Okay, let's do this.
What am I doing? Is there more? There's not. Okay. You know, I think I'm gonna cut off a decent bit of this episode, and in the next one, I'll just have solved it, because I have no idea what I'm doing. Sorry for all of this, but I haven't needed to use hints before, but I just have no idea what I'm doing, or where this diagram that they keep talking about is. Is it the hint? Is the hint required? I don't know. Either way, thank you all for watching and stuff, and don't forget to subscribe, and I'm going to get this done soon. Don't you worry. See you next time. Bye!